So the first clip is me just in the car on the way to get like lunch slash breakfast before our hike. So I decided I would just film a very cute intro video quick for you, just explaining what's gonna happen a little bit. So I went on a trip to New Hampshire the past few days, and we did a few things. We went to a place called Diana's Bath, where there were waterfalls and tons of little places to swim. Then we went to a little watering hole, not really a place similar to the first place we swam, but just deeper, and I didn't get great videos of that, but you'll see me leaving that area. And then we took a train ride up Mount Washington. So those are going to be the highlights of this video, me in New Hampshire. I really hope that you like it. There's going to be a clip at the end with just about 4.5 minutes of waterfall sounds, so stay tuned for that. And then I have a couple moments where you can just hear sounds of nature when we go on our hike. So mainly it's a voiceover, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this little naturey video, and I hope that you don't mind that I didn't fix my hair before I recorded this intro. Thank you. Here I am in the car on the way to my hike with my sister, my dad, and my brother with a cute little braid in. We decided to grab lunch before we went out, and we had actually had this place for dinner last night as well. But we went for the breakfast and we were too late, so we got lunch. Here is a nice mountain view on our drive to our hiking area. You can see when it snows, those are the ski trails. And we got there probably about an hour drive, and we had to wait to get a parking spot because it's so popular. And about a 15-minute hike into the water spot. It said 30 minutes, but it was very quick, and I really enjoyed the hike. I find something so relaxing about being in nature. It's like my soul feels calm. And when I can't be in nature for long periods of time, I feel out of control. We ran into this little creek area before we found the actual destination, and of course I had to stop and look in for any critters. I love trying to find frogs and crawfish and salad It was ice cold. It was like ice water. This is me with the waterfalls. Then I decided to take a little dip. And on our walk down back to our dad, I found this cute little frog, which I thought was maybe a spider, and when I looked closer, it was a cute frog. This was the main one that I think was probably the biggest waterfall that people were standing under and taking pictures under. And you could sit actually where that waterfall is coming down. You could sit in it and make it and sort of clog it, make it not fall down the rocks. And of course I had to try and go under it. I didn't want to get my phone too wet. After we swam, we decided to head into town and look at some shops because we still had some daylight, and I got a couple videos of this beautiful sunset over the mountain. It was quite breathtaking, and I kind of like that the cars were going back and forth. It adds a little something to the video for me. So we went to a very popular store in New Hampshire called Zeb's. You may have heard of it. It's adorable and super cute. I love it inside. Some sodas, and I had gotten some couscous, which you'll see, to make dinner with. Then I found some little vintage lip balms. So this was our drive to the train. We were supposed to take up Mount Washington. However, we stopped at a place similar to the Diana's Bath spot with a deeper swimming spot, and we ended up leaving too late, and we missed our train up Mount Washington. Lucky for us, the woman was very kind, and she rescheduled us to the next day in the morning, so we weren't going to completely miss it. There's our train leaving on us. Bye, train. We asked someone that had come down that day if they could see anything because it was a bit cloudy. He said there wasn't much visibility, and sadly the next day was going to be rainy, so we had a feeling we would have no visibility on the top of the mountain. You can see, super rainy, relaxing. I love the rain. And what a vibe. Isn't that beautiful? Gives very much a twilight vibe. Clouds over the trees. So this was our second drive to the train now. I just wanted to get some clips. I got a coffee. I wanted to get some clips of the beautiful fog, although we were upset that we wouldn't be able to see on top of the mountain. There's no denying that it was still breathtaking. So we headed up on the train, which was very cool. A lot slower than I had thought. It was only 4 miles per hour. And it would have been nice if we could see more for that reason, because it took about an hour to get to the top of the mountain. Still very pretty. So we finally got to the top of the mountain, and it was rainy and a little cold. I took a blanket, put it over my head, but it was really, really cool. Almost like it felt like I was at a lighthouse in the ocean, but we were really clouds, although you couldn't see the clouds, added this